You got 2 minutes, son. Go. Just sunned him. Just dominated him. That's a corporate cutthroat fucking shark. And you're nothing but a little guppy, Joe. You tried to go into the deep end. And by the way, Joe came there with the purpose of embarrassing this guy, humiliating him, stepping on him as a stepping stone to make himself big in the industry. Make no mistake about what Joe was there to do.
Oh, yeah.
So Geoff Keighley, he put this punk in his fucking place, like the cockroach he is. And then Joe's going to have the audacity to cry as though he was done dirty? Get fucked, Joe.
Oh, Joe, you got 2 minutes. Go. That is not how you start an interview.
Did you have any balls? No, that's how you do it if you want to win. If you're not a little pussy bitch and you want to crush your fucking opponent who's there to destroy you in your show, that's how you fucking handle it. That's how you crush a fucking insight. Joe was a man. He would have go, Mr. Keighley, I'm not going to interview you until you sit down with me. How about you sit down with me right now for 20 minutes? Instead, he was a little bitch and agreed to Geoff Keighley's terms, and then he got stomped out like the bug that he is. Because he was so desperate to get anything, which is like, you don't hold the cards. You don't hold the cards. He's the one. This is his event. He gets to decide who gets access and who doesn't get access. And had you actually had the platform to really demand it, he would have had no choice but to come to you and kiss your fucking ring. But you didn't. You were a clout chasing nobody who thought that you could step to the king, and you missed.
A bit of it.
And by the way, nobody will tell it this way. Nobody will tell it like I'm telling it. They're always like sympathetic to Joe and think that Geoff Keighley's in the wrong, but he 100% is not in the wrong.
Why would Geoff be in the wrong though? What's their argument?
Because corporations are mean and they want to make money and they had juvenile tastes where they thought the gamers liked women with titties and they liked Mountain Dew and they liked macho action heroes. And actually what gamers wanted was a sophisticated intellectual award show on the level of the Academy Awards where we all sniff each other's farts and pretend that this is some pretentious la-di-da bullshit. Bro. It's the God's honest fucking truth is you go back and look at the 2004, 2005 VGAs. Yeah. Are they juvenile and retarded? Yeah. But I would much rather have that be representative of gamer culture, like dude bro tits and fucking badass violence than the soy boy garbage that we have today.
100%.
100%.
I agree. Yeah, fully. Before it was like fun. Now it's like, yo, bro, how many like musical interludes are there? It's like 10 minute songs in between every fucking like three. So gay.
Give me one. I gotta make a show. Let's go.
He doesn't have to give you anything. I gotta do a show. Look at Joe. He's already so uncomfortable. He looks like he might be half in the bag. Like it looks like he may be drunk right now. Like look at him.
Listen carefully.
Give me one. I gotta make a show. Let's go. All right.
Like, you can't just give me 1 minute. Right. Absolutely,
I
can.
show respect. I come into your place of business. I'm not gonna be ultra angry and tear shit up. No, I'm gonna give you a chance to fight.
No, you could have just started cursing him up and down and made him out to be a bitch. You could have. But you were scared because you wanted access, because you are a clout chasing fucking cockroach bug and you didn't have your testicles together to tell him, fuck you. So that's why you got treated like you did, because you're a bitch.
For what you created. I saw him up on the patio. I went directly up to him. I said, hey, Geoff, Angry Joe came all the way from Austin, Texas to interview you, man.
Introducing yourself as Angry Joe.
He smiled back and said,
Angry. Going, hey, my name is Joe. Angry Joe. Cringe. I'm Angry Joe.
Joe, you gonna rip the VGAs this year? And then I said, I gotta see the show first, man.
I've wanted to do this exact segment going through this for years. I've probably wanted to do this segment since the very first day I started on YouTube.
I'm gonna be real.
I've been thinking about this for like 15 years.
This shit for me is like what I like watch privately. Red Cow Arcade, ripping on like the old nostalgia stuff. It's always so fun.
sure that we get our interview, all right? And he said, yeah, man. That right there. I put my guard down a little bit. I thought this guy was ready and willing to talk to us in a serious way. I was wrong. I was wrong.
Not serious, though.
I gotta make a show. Let's go.
That little smile he has.
The mold, the coat, and the seed.
Fucking burned him.
He's never recovered from this, bro. His bumhole has never recovered from the sodomy that the Doritos Pope did to him, man. He took the spiciest sweet chili heat Doritos and shoved them up Joe's bunghole. Tandoori!
He's so mad.
That is years of training. And that's
Prolapse
proven by what
Pablo.
follows
Yes,
next.
it is years of training.
So first, I'm going to show you the interview in its
first
entirety.
He's got to give us the cope. First, holy shit. He couldn't even present it as it was because he knew it was such a dismantling, such a destruction. Let's look. How much cope has he done so far? Like 5 minutes?
2 minutes and 47 seconds.
Okay. So he's had to set up a 3-minute cope session beforehand. Then he's going to play us the interview. And then he's going to proceed to cope for an additional 15 minutes about it to reframe the narrative.
And then we're going to come back and we're going to comment on it. And we're going to see exactly what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Geoff finally appears at the last possible second. He says, you have 2 minutes, Joe. Let's go. Let's go. You can catch the end of my disappointment. An explanation we were supposed to get more time. Chris tries his best to restart the camera. Let's go.
It's so funny. The camera's not on. It's like you have to the old camera. You have to reset it.
Go. You have 2 minutes.
Go.
I gotta make a show. Let's go. All right. I'm here
Joe's so
with
nervous.
Geoff, who I have a bone to pick with this particular man.
Oh,
all right.
the cringe.
He is the executive
I
producer.
have a bone to pick with this man.
I can't watch this.
It's like Phil Keen. You are someone who it's just
I can't even watch this, bro.
Just
I can't.
like bitch.
This
Bro,
actually
he gets
hurts me.
absolutely annihilated. From moment one, it was already over. Geoff right now is thinking about like the steak and lobster and caviar, the champagne, the Coke he's about to snort off Melanie Mac's body in the back room and shit like that. And Joe is just totally cooked from the beginning. Like Geoff doesn't even take this bozo seriously.
I am actually cringing out of my skin right now. All right, let's go.
For the VGAs, you have a lot of questions to answer for it now.
He
I
raises
hope
his
that-
eyebrows.
He's looking.
He just completely ignores Joe
goes,
like he's
"Jeff,
a
come on."
peasant, like he's a worm. What's that? That's a lot more interesting than this Mexican gardener attempting to interview me right now. This guy's, he's like, Geoff, come on, man. Please,
Jeff,
dude. I need this. I need this. And Jeff's like, I know you came here with the agenda to embarrass me. You think I didn't see your video where you were talking all of this shit about how I'm a Neanderthal and I'm holding gaming back and this and that. Like,
so obviously, yeah. So Geoff saw this video that he was like shitting on Geoff on, and he expects to be like treated like the same level.
Well, what he thinks is going to happen is that Geoff is just going to bend over and let him sodomize him and his entire organization. And that's just not going to fucking happen. Look at the jaw mog here, by the way. Look at Jeff's profile. Look at how Chadley, look at his jawline and his chin. And Joe is just his receded jawline. He just can't match up to Chad Geoff. It's over. At this moment, it was legitimately over. It was cooked. And then Joe, after this, seethes and tries to go at the presser and just gets blown out even worse. He's hype mogged as well.
Alan McCart. What's to be angry about there, Joe? Come on.
What's to be angry about, Joe? I have hot bitches. Joe just puts Joe on the back foot, makes him seem like a seething virgin incel.
Why
from
are
a
you upset,
basement
Joe?
somewhere.
Look at all these chicks. These
Why are
hot
you,
chicks.
call you Angry Joe? Like, I'm going to snort coke off her tits later, Joe. Maybe if you weren't such a douchebag, you'd be back there with me, but suffer, Joe.
Be angry about that. All right. Basically, a lot of people, I feel, think that the VGAs
Like,
have
who
turned
cares
into
if she's
maybe
a
just one
gamer?
big advertisement,
Who
one
gives
big
a shit?
marketing thing.
What do you think it's supposed to be, you dumb fuck? You don't think it's supposed to be for advertisement? Why do you think that they would invest millions and millions of dollars into putting this on? Out of the goodness of their heart? Out of a love for the art form? How fucking childish and naive are you actually as like a 30-year-old man? Seriously, Joe.
Yeah. Hang on, let me hear that again.
The VGAs are about that. All right. Basically, a lot of people, I feel, think that the VGAs have turned into maybe just one big advertisement, one big marketing thing, and essentially a big joke. But year after year.
So your life's work is a big fucking joke.
What an asshole.
You've sold out to corp. You know what I mean? Like,
by the way, this is
like,
when the Game Awards were the best. They were fucking hilarious and funny. And of course, there's trailers. You want to see what's new. That's the fucking exciting part. Right?
But it's just like with Joe here, it's obvious from the jump that he had no respect for Geoff.
Yeah.
Or anybody involved in this event. So why should they treat him like he's a big deal, sit him down in a chair with makeup and do a studio interview for an hour where Joe just grills them over and over and over again and gets to like make a name off of them? That's what I don't understand is what did Joe actually expect to happen? Seriously.
And
then he believes, by the way, that like because he was treated badly like this, that like this would destroy Geoff and the VGAs, but like Geoff went on to endless success. Like this had no effect on him whatsoever. Go ahead.
Well, the VGAs are the biggest thing now, like ever. Like I can't miss them. And even I thought last year's was a bit better than the one like the last few. Obviously, there's some issues with them, like all the woke shit and stuff. But you know, anyway, let's continue.
It seems the VGAs.
Yeah, it's the new E3, right? The Game Awards have become where people present their fucking shit, right? That's what's happening.
VGAs seem to get better.
Ball washing a Geoff Keighley is one way to go. I'm not ball washing him.
It's the only way to go.
You know
if
what?
you're not
Fuck
chilling
you.
for Geoff Keighley,
if
you're not ball washing either Geoff Keighley or Billy Mitchell, you have no taste and you should get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Okay? You have to suck on both of their dicks as hard as you possibly can.
If you ain't sucking their balls, I don't have anything for you. Sorry.
And I just want to make sure that consistently happens. So
you gotta let me know after you see the show tonight. What do you think?
Well, I will let you know what I think.
You're judging it before you even saw it.
We're trying to get invited to the next Game Awards, by the way.
I love the way that he just completely reframes it and makes Joe look like a total seething piece of shit, where it's like, well, you're going to have to let me know after you see the show. I mean, we've made a lot of changes this year. It's a great program. What's the why are you judging us prematurely, Joe?
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
You know what I loved about the last awards? Kojima ball washes Keighley every year, right? But on the last show, remember? Fucking Expedition won everything, and like you could see Kojima like melt down, like on the fifth award.
That's what he deserves. As though he doesn't have enough accolades though in the industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, figure it out, Kojima.
Sorry, buddy. You made a sequel of a mid-game. I mean, it was okay game.
What's great about this show, I think, is that it works for gamers. The gamers love the world premieres, and I think
Stop
also
China, man.
it shows the best of our industry to a wider, more.
Here's the problem with particular categories like best independent game fueled by Mountain Dew. It kind of takes away. Yeah,
we don't have that category this show.
Oh, so you took away the best independent game fueled by Mountain Dew.
Suffer, Joe. We don't even have that category. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're not even informed about the situation, Joe. And it's like, oh no, there's a sponsorship for Mountain Dew. Who gives a shit?
Buddy, how do you think they pay for the fucking the auditorium and the speakers and the
PAs? You think that they're just supposed to take a multi-million-dollar loss on the show?
That's the one thing. Fuck that shit, man. I hate when people are
so
like,
silly.
Why do you have sponsors? It's like, do you think it's like a charity event? The fuck?
Well, this is the thing is, like, this is like a college dude, bro, socialist who has no idea how the world works. Like, you're working for the man. Yeah, I am. When you're ready to join the big boys club, you will be as well.
Yeah.
Independent game, which is being presented by Guillermo del Toro tonight.
Love it.
Oh, Guillermo del Toro!
That's
He's like, there he goes. This is prestige. We have Guillermo del Toro. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, like Pan's Lab, Academy Award-winning filmmaker. We're raising the prestige of gaming by associating it with these big names so that no longer it'll be thought of as a child's hobby. But yeah, you go ahead, Joe, your YouTube reviews, right? Like, what have you done for gaming exactly? Yeah, right. And then Joe has no choice, by the way, but to bow down and admit that it is an improvement. So inside 90 seconds, Keighley has just completely emasculated Joe, cut his balls off, exposed him as ignorant, big leagued him, and got him to agree that the show has improved. It's over. It's literally over. Round 1. Knockout. It's done.
Why the else not working?
improvement. Moving along. Basically, why?
Big leagues him again. And Joe's trying. He's like grabbing the shoulder. No, come on, bro. Please pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. I'm important. No, you're not. You're nothing. By the way, like Geoff Keighley is supposed to not look and smile at his guests of honor at the red carpet. I'm sorry. Who the fuck are you? There's actual celebrities over here that if they don't see Geoff turn their head and look and smile, hey, bud, they'll be like, why is Geoff big leaguing me? I'm a big deal, you know? But Joe thinks that he's important, but he's not.
This is the worst.
Look, here's how I want to say it. For
This
people,
is looking out of the...
Ash.
Yeah, you're probably wondering how I got here. Look at Joe. Like, that's fucking brutal, that freeze frame.
There's 2 people in chat who are like, oh, you guys are like, why would you be on Jeff's side? Here's my question to you guys.
Well,
you have 2 choices. You could hang out in Joe's house filming a vid with him, or hang out backstage at the Game Awards with Geoff and all the fucking crew. Go ahead. Press 1 if you'd rather hang out at Piss Pablo's house. Press 2 if you want to be invited to the fucking...
The reason why I'm arguing for Geoff is because I've never seen anybody actually defend it from Geoff's perspective. Everybody I always see tries to pretend like Joe was really hard done by and that Geoff disrespected him, but it's just my view of it is that Joe came in to disrespect him and to big dog him in his house, and he got exactly what he deserved.
Only one person hit 1. It was Perfect Savage, and you are banned. Kidding.
Environment to conduct an interview in. Essentially,
He had to come in mid-interview to seethe because he couldn't even let it play uninterrupted because he was so destroyed.
You might be wondering how I got here.
Like, this would never have been posted. There was only 1 copy of this. He should have just said, like, yeah, Geoff big dogged me. He didn't give me the interview. He was scared. That's what he should have said. Geoff was scared. He's a pussy. He didn't shut. You can't post this. What was he thinking?
You go ahead, Joe. No cope.
Oh, just silence.
Copeless.
There's no cope.
The copeless.
Oh, no.
essentially,
One more question. What do you got?
One more. It's over.
Underrepresentation of PC gaming.
The lack of underrepresentation.
Fuck off.
So look at Geoff. He's just like,
this gets so funny.
How do I put this peasant out of his misery? I've completely deconstructed him inside 2 minutes, and now I've decided he only has 1 question left, and he could barely spit it out. He was so rattled, lacks composure. How shall I destroy?
This is the funniest like thing right here. This exchange.
MMO categories. It's a huge
Okay, here we go.
lack of underrepresentation of PC gaming. Where's the MMO categories? It's a huge market, and yet there's no PC games, no strategy games, no MMOs.
Well, we have a best PC game category. Civ's nominated, StarCraft's nominated.
Oh, look at Joe! Look at Joe!
Oh, you lose, nerd! You lose, nerd! That was your best.
It gets worse.
And it
gets
wasn't
worse.
good enough.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
MMOs.
Well, we have a best PC game category. Civ's nominated, StarCraft's nominated.
What happened to
nominated for
MMOs?
Studio of the Year. What MMOs should have been nominated for Game of the Year
There
this
are
year?
so many MMOs.
Name
like
one.
Dungeon Fighter Online, there's one example.
Never heard of it.
Also, what other games? Final Fantasy?
Oh.
Final Fantasy MMO this year.
Not this year. Not this
Oh my god, I can't.
Oh. Oh!
Did Joe post this?
He did. This was his
No
video.
way.
He posted this. He got dismantled. He had nothing. This is one of the most savage beatdowns the world has ever seen.
I am actually cringing so bad.
Not this year.
Exactly. Didn't come out this year.
Exactly. Oh, Joe looks to the camera. Yep. You might be wondering how I got here. I completely underestimated my opponent, was completely unprepared, thought that I was so much smarter than him, so much funnier and wiser than him, and I had the internet on my side and the youth on my side. Turns out there's actually a reason why Geoff Keighley is where he's at in life and you're where you're at this point in life, Joe. Learn. Listen and learn from your betters. He took you to school, son.
Like FF11 at the time, or was it 14 just came out?
14. Yeah, 14.
14 just came out.
Just come out. I don't know.
Okay, that's funny.
Okay, stop right here. You can tell right away this guy's fucking with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But it
he's
doesn't
right
mean
though.
that
He's
you
fucking
lost
with you,
on
but
all the
he's
points. Yeah.
Fantasy didn't come out this year. He said it himself. It didn't come out this year. Yes, it did.
Well, then you let yourself be
You should have
gaslit,
known.
didn't you?
You should have
Then
known.
you should have known and you should have hit him with it absolutely did. It came out on September 9th. What are you talking about? You don't even know it's on your own presentation. But Geoff had been winning every single point to that point that it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter that he was wrong because he was so much more confident than Joe, who was completely shook and rattled. So Geoff could just lie to his face and it was over and there was nothing he could do. And Joe somehow thinks that that's a point in his favor. It just goes to show what a neophyte you were, what a rookie you are, how unseasoned you were, how shook you were, and just the delusion that you had that you were going to come in here and embarrass this guy. This is what happens to you.
Like calling him Edith Hernandez.
He was trying to put me on my back foot the whole interview.
And he did.
But you were trying.
He did.
You came in attacking. Like obviously he had to do something. Like
I have a bone to pick with you. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Trying to make me answer for things. You run the show. You need to answer for things. If you don't,
he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, that's not how it works, where you get to be the Grand Inquisitor and press him and he just has to sit there and take it like a bitch. That's not how the real world works, Joe. That might be how your superhero fantasy works, buddy. But in the real world, you're going to face pushback to the things that you say. And this is the same thing where the liberal mind can't comprehend how Donald Trump became president. Because in their mind, oh, I have the perfect rebuttal to Donald Trump in my mind and I would own him. Yeah, go ahead. Go talk to his face. Go confront him. See how it goes. There's levels to this shit. There are people out there that are actual persuasion masters who are salespeople who know how to win. And you don't know how to fucking win. And you thought because you were in the shower talking to a guy that was a scarecrow that didn't fucking exist, that you would just dominate him. But that's not how things work in the real world, is it, Joe?
Joe is so felted.
know what MMOs came out this year? No wonder there's no MMO category.
By the way,
I'm gonna
FF14 versus what?
That's the thing.
Like, verse what? Like, there's no other game. Like fucking Joe's such a retard.
That's the thing. But Geoff fucking cooked him, right? Somebody points this out in chat. Geoff didn't even say it didn't come out that year. He asked if it came out this year. And Joe surrendered and said it didn't.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Had Joe been confident and just said, yes, it did. But the way that Geoff was treating him had Joe so shook and so little confidence in himself that he surrendered the position in which he was right.
What a joke, dude.
What other games? Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy MMO?
Yeah.
This year.
Not this year. Not this year.
Exactly. Didn't come out this year.
No!
For those that don't know, like Geoff here, Final Fantasy 14
No, you didn't know.
Online.
You didn't know, Joe. You didn't know. And that's why you said not this year, Joe. Why didn't you just apologize for being such a fuck up?
He should have like
Jedi
been like,
mind
I'm
tricked you.
so sorry, Geoff. I didn't mean to. You're right. You are the Doritos Pope. You are the king of gaming. I'm sorry. Like, bro.
Came out September 21st of 2010. And that's just Final Fantasy. Why am I answering what MMOs came out this year?
The mogging here is pretty
you
intense.
You run the
look
award
at Geoff.
show, remember?
Like, he's so relaxed, like just smiling, hands like this, looking dapper with his bow tie.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Joe's cortisol is spiked through the fucking roof. Like, his fight or flight has activated, and he's basically choosing to flee from the confrontation and accept that Geoff has completely dominated him. It's sad.
How about Star Trek Online? I know it wasn't very good. Or how about all of the free-to-play MMOs that are released? There are plenty of good ones.
Do we need MMO?
None of the...
Fuck them.
No, but how about none of the advertisers gave a single fuck about sponsoring MMOs? Like,
buddy,
aside from World of Warcraft, they didn't care.
Look, I played
like, shouldn't be dictated by the advertisers.
It's not like who gives a fuck, bro?
Just because it's not a major title doesn't mean it does not deserve an award.
What do you mean? Just because it's not a major title doesn't mean it. If it's not a major title, video games are made a year. Like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, like if it's an indie title, but it reached massive prominence, then maybe it deserves an award. But come on, man.
Like, what the fuck? That's like,
or recognition.
Keep going, Joe.
Oh, you gonna take another question? Okay,
no, I'm just saying, like, so I get your point about MMOs.
You get my point. Who selects the games, and what are their qualifications to select the games that get?
Well, you could have looked that up on the website.
Oh my god.
He's just obviously so angry, by the way.
Advisory board of journalists from all the top publications, GameSpot, IGN,
Are you serious?
Entertainment Weekly, yeah.
That's new information to us. That's
it's
perfect.
Very publicly
Do you
available,
think?
Joe.
Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way.
No,
There's actually no fucking. This is brutal. This is actually the crazy.
Bro, even I was like a little fanboy of Joe. I think I was probably like 13 years old
You
when
were
the
like,
shit
no,
came
Joe,
out.
no.
And I'm like,
no.
I don't know if we won this. You know, like I'm trying to, like, yeah, he was disrespected. He was done dirty, you know, but like.
Deep down, you knew Geoff Keighley raped Joe.
Look online.
I think that the Video Game Awards, so that's basically like a Video Game Awards Academy.
That's correct, yes.
Well,
so it's exactly what you wanted. It was already like you wanted. Here it is, sir. Just like you wanted. Put a nice bow on it. Joe's shook. Just shocked.
No, this is actually
You can
way
tell
more
there's
brutal
like
than I
a cold
remember.
sweat. Oh, I know. Isn't it? There's like a cold sweat on him. You know, like
crazy?
he looks like he's half dead.
You know what's
like
crazy?
he's like in the Undertaker's room.
Yeah, how Joe is in like the darkness, and Geoff is like lit up like by the heavens.
In the light. Yes.
Like,
yes.
You know what I mean?
Like this really was good versus evil, and good triumphed on this day because Geoff Keighley is a much better person than Joe in every way, for sure.
This is actually really funny.
I'm glad to hear it. You heard it here
So
first.
I feel like you need to do a little more research before you attack us this time.
Oh, yes!
Oh my God.
And then he fumbled. He dropped his spaghetti. He dropped his spaghetti right then and there. We're bringing in the gong.
Did he drop his mic?
He dropped his mic.
No,
he dropped his dog. He dropped his. It slipped from his hand.
You need to do a little more research before you attack us.
Jeff hit it out of his hand.
I see. No, he did.
I'm
he
glad to hear
smacked
it. You heard
it
it here.
down.
So
He
I
gave
feel
it.
like you need to do a little more research before you attack us this time.
This is not how I wanted to do it.
Come on, you got you.
No, this is not how I wanted to do it. And you have a piece of paper that you're having to read off of, so unprofessional, didn't even memorize your talking points or your questions, bud. You needed a piece of paper. You look like a fucking amateur. And you want to know why? Because you are a fucking amateur. Because you're a fucking nobody. And you'll never actually be anything in this industry, bud. This entire ordeal cemented that you'll never be anything in this fucking industry but a 2-bit streamer from your fucking living room. And that's your way. That's your lot in life, son. Was it worth it?
I love how we're A-logging Joe with a 17-year-old video.
Well, because this sums up his life.
It does.
This is his life. This was his moment. This was his moment to come in there and prove what a real man he was, what a king and a conqueror he was. And he dropped his mic. He dropped his spaghetti. Geoff Keighley actually knocked it out of his hand, but in such a subtle way that nobody would even notice. Just clowned him. To this day, you know it bothers him. He'll never live this one down. Ever. You can't ever live this down. You should do a little bit more preparation before you come in here attacking us.
Independent game, which is not what it is this year. You're telling me MMO should be nominated for Game of the Year. You can't name
now
the
Jeff's
MMOs.
rapid fire just pressing him. Oh, Joe's checking his notes. What do I got?
Oh my God. Okay, remember, folks, Joe posted
He's pressing the fuck out of. He's pressing the fuck out of him right now. He's like, so you didn't know this, you didn't know that, you were wrong about this. It's time to apologize, isn't it, Joe? It's time to kiss the Dorito Pope's ass.
It's public, so I mean, come
You
on,
don't
you have these
even
rants.
know.
Look, they're not thinly veiled, okay? Basically, I think that your show appeals to the lowest common denominator amongst gaming.
Okay, there it is. And there's the mask, right? And this is exactly why Geoff was right to treat him like he did, because this is Joe's real thoughts. Your show appeals to the lowest common denominator. It doesn't appeal to my liberal sensibilities. It doesn't appeal to my ideas that it should be an academia-based show for liberals to huff their fucking farts, etc. And so therefore, I'm pissed off and I'm going to come in here and own you and destroy you in this whole show. And that's why you deserve to be humbled like you were. Because you didn't come in here to have a respectful discussion.
Well, and like Joe's saying, your show is the lowest common denominator for, right? What's your show, Angry Joe?
You know what I mean?
You're the Angry Joe.
Mighty?
You know what I mean? You're the fucking Angry Joe show. You fake being angry about everything. Shut the fuck up.
Not every gamer is a slobbering idiot sitting on his mom's couch.
They are, though.
That's what you appeal to. Back in 2002,
Oh my God, he's melting down.
you opened the show with Jenna Jameson basically saying that she's going to just take off her clothes. Do you think that's the kind of content that real gamers...
Yeah. That's what real gamers actually did want and still want to this day. Sexy fucking women, male power fantasy. Yes, this is actually what we want.
Me?
You're a knuckle dragging Neanderthal. Oh, how could you listen? I don't know, Joe. Men like tits, okay? Men like violence. Like, stop crying, you fucking baby.
Why is he fucking crying about this?
Gamers won in their premiere gaming show.
That's 2002. I think it's a new show.
When did you? When were you the executive producer?
I started. I'm executive in charge of publisher relations, starting. I think maybe 2007 or so.
2007. Okay, so you weren't responsible for that.
Nothing to do with.
Okay.
No. Every one of his talking points was destroyed. Every single one of them demolished and debunked. But this is the guy who will be like, trust and believe. I have truth and facts on my side. Trump this and that. No, Joe. No.
How? That's actually fucking hilarious. Because Spike TV ran the first few awards. And we all know Spike TV, if you've ever watched it, was a very highly
it was a channel for men.
Men.
It was a very chauvinistic, pig male-brained audience. You don't see that sort of thing anymore. It's out of fashion. It's out of vogue. And I remember at the time, like, I disagreed with that sort of a depiction, and I thought it was lowbrow, and I thought it was low class, and I thought we could do better. What I didn't realize is how gay shit would become without that.
Yeah.
And that I would actually miss that sort of piggish, chauvinistic male energy. Like a place for men, a channel for men. You can't even imagine that there would be a channel that says as their tagline, it's a channel for men in 2026. It would never fucking happen.
And all before the commercials, and every show was chicks in bikinis, like Spike TV, and the chicks like bend over and show their ass and shit. And you're like, this channel fucking rules. And they played MXC all the time. They played... what was that thing?
It was an awesome channel.
Deadliest
Mansers,
Warrior,
remember Mansers? Deadliest Warrior, Bar Rescue was on that bitch.
Yeah.
Joe Schmo Show. Ink Master.
Is the greatest reality show ever made. It was
TNA Wrestling.
If you guys don't remember,
was on
fucking Joe Schmo was a guy who was the only real guy in the reality show, and everyone else in the reality show was actors. And they just did things to raise his stress levels and like almost make him have mental breakdowns.
Yes. It was a really good show for
twisted.
its time.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty twisted show, but in the best way possible.
What you have, because all I want to do is improve the VGAs. Okay.
Well, you watch
Yeah,
the
and
show,
he had
you
no
let me know
idea
what you think.
that they were actors.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Okay, Joe, you watch the show.
There's just a few more email questions.
Says to Geoff, it's brutal, man. It's just brutal. He's like, yeah, you go take a seat. Joe's like, I want to improve the VGAs. And Jeff's like, I think I've got that handled, actually. I think I actually, know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? He's like, actually, it's me that decides, Joe, not you. And there's a reason for that, isn't there, Joe? Old fumble fingers, Joe, dropping your mic, buddy.
Imagine dropping your mic while
if
trying
Joe
to felt
had
somebody.
Any balls, if Joe had any balls, he would have said, you fucking knocked my mic out of my hand, you bitch. And then seen what he said. And then just sucker punched him and went to fucking jail. Like, because he's just getting punked out to a point where his masculinity is really like at risk here. Like he's losing everything.
Fuck.
Email questions and maybe absolutely. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Geoff. All right.
Oh, but you did let him go that easy, actually, and you shook his hand after he really sodomized you.
You know,
yeah, he fucked you up.
Environment over here, damn man, it really pissed me the hell off.
Damn man, that really pissed me the hell off.
He's gonna cry.
Cooked.
Is he gonna cry?
He did his research. He did do his research. He knew exactly the talking points.
Me on my back foot right there.
This idea, by the way, that Geoff Keighley didn't watch your video and didn't know the talking points you were coming in with. See, this is the thing. Joe thinks that was a sign of disrespect, how he was handled.
Yeah.
But it actually was respect, because Geoff knew that if he sat down with him and gave him this respect and gave him the opportunity to get comfortable and gave him multiple follow-up questions in a safe environment, that maybe he would lose. Probably not, because Geoff's a smarter guy and Geoff has media training and he knows what to say, but he doesn't want to run that risk. He has a multi-million-dollar enterprise to run. So he ambushed Joe in the way that he did and treated him like he did to break him. And he broke him successfully. And that's
also,
just the way the world works.
It's to prove that he has like the upper hand. And secondly, he doesn't want to waste his time when they're trying to grow the Game Awards with some fucking like YouTuber who's like there to attack him, clearly.
Yes.
And bashing him and shit, right? Was Joe was never invited back, was he?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't think he ever came back. I don't think he's ever interacted with Geoff Keighley since this. I might be wrong. Maybe there was a moment where they made amends later on, but I don't think so.
No, I don't see it. Like, 'cause I think Joe would be way too mad.
By the way, Joe wouldn't accept this loss, and he would go back for more at the scrum. So that's what we're going to see next.
Oh.
You have 2 minutes. Go. I realize I'm not going to get all of my questions answered, but I'm hoping to at least have 5 minutes.
Here's the thing, Joe. You create your own time. See, had Joe actually had Geoff on the defensive and reeling, then when Geoff tries to walk away, what, are you scared, Geoff? This isn't going so good for you, huh? You got to get out of here. Then Geoff has to keep talking to him, right? Then you can't be dismissed like that. But you were shook and you didn't have the confidence to actually go on the offensive with things that would actually put Geoff on the defensive. You lost, bro. It's just plain and simple. There's a way to make more time for yourself, you know? There is, but you didn't do it.
Ideally, I would want a sit-down interview that I originally requested 15 minutes. But no, 2 minutes. Joe, go, 2 minutes.
Sorry, why do you think you're entitled to 15 minutes?
You're lucky you were even invited, Joe, after the shit you talked. Like, shut the fuck up.
Boo-hoo. You didn't get 15-minute sit-down interview?
We don't get to interview the people, famous people that we want to interview. It's like,
apparently somebody in chat, now I don't know how true this is, but apparently they did have another interaction, and Geoff Keighley didn't even remember Joe or what had happened.
No way.
So,
no way.
For you, it was the worst day of your life, but for Geoff, it was Tuesday.
Exactly what he was doing. He got me on my back foot.
Yeah.
Maybe he expected me to come over there.
You were on your front foot immediately, and he countered, and then you're on your back foot.
Yes.
Like, if you came in neutral, friendly, there would be no back foot attack. It'd be like, hey, so ask a normal question. Be invited back next year.
Had you not put out multiple videos ahead of time slamming the show, maybe you would have got a different response, right?
Look, it's fair to have criticism,
this is a young guy on YouTube.
It's fair to have criticism too, obviously. But you have to approach it in a way where it's like, sugar with like the vinegar. You don't just go, what the fuck? You go hey, I'm just wondering.
I think you wait. If your whole goal was to confront this guy and destroy him, then you should never have led with all these videos attacking him. You should have pretended like it was going to be a friendly interview, got a sit-down interview secured, and then ambushed him with all of your talking points, and then put out your big video against the VGAs using your interview with him as the backbone to destroy him.
Exactly.
But he's just not thinking straight. He's not thinking the stuff through. He just thinks that he can do whatever he wants and it's going to work because he's the good guy, right? And he's going against corporate power. And so because he's the downtrodden democratic socialist standing up for the little guy against corporate power, it's like a movie and he's destined to win in the end. But it's not. There's a reason that these people run shit, Joe. There's a reason.
And no. Not about the Jew thing, by the way. It's something fully different.
Well, it's partly that.
Well, that's a big influence, of course.
But listen, this is the thing, though. They don't pick fucking weak people. You know what I mean? They don't pick people to run shit that are incompetent. They have their choice of picking the best.
About it all wrong.
I got
the
you.
way I went about it wrong was to try to be diplomatic. I shouldn't have been diplomatic. I should have been angry right from the start.
Okay, you were angry. Get it? His name's Angry Joe.
But by the way, like, you come in, you start screaming at a guy like that at an event like that, and you come off as a spurg, and he's just going to go, security, and you're going to get booted because he holds the cards. So that wouldn't have worked either, Joe.
And as the interview went on, that's when I got angry. Because I realized what the hell he was doing. That he was just with me. You straight up with me, disrespecting me. You see it in his eyes and his fake ass smile. When he's looking up and left and right, not paying attention. Come on, Joe. Is that all you got, Joe? Come on, you need to be prepared, Joe. I had an opening that was very harsh, but after that little meeting that we had at first, I said, you know what? Let me be diplomatic. Let him know that, yes, I don't like your show, but I do think it's getting better year to year.
Then what's the
problem? But that doesn't excuse what has happened in past years, and that was the problem.
What?
What?
So it got better.
I'm gonna be real.
It got better.
Here's the thing, Joe. I'm gonna be honest with you. This shit actually just doesn't matter. You're talking about a video game award show. Like, who cares?
Nobody's talking about what happened and it's been fixed, but it doesn't excuse the past when Geoff wasn't even the boss of those years.
You know,
what the fuck is he
like
talking?
2002. Even then, this was 8 years old. You're complaining about a show from 8 years ago when he wasn't even in charge until 5 years later. He's been in charge for 3 years, from 2007 through 2009. This would be his fourth show. And you're admitting that every year it's getting better. And it's like, by the way, Joe, it's not like this guy can just do whatever he wants. He has people that he has to answer to. He has bosses. Amongst them, the advertisers and sponsors whose financial contributions make the entire event possible, Joe. So, by the way, they also have like suits at that time, especially corporate executives, guys who are 40, 50, 60 years old, don't know anything about gaming. Geoff Keighley knows about gaming, right? But his bosses don't understand why it would have to be this way or that way, right? He has to be able to sell this. And this is the thing, like, he just doesn't even understand how the world works at all. Why it's like the way it is.
Yeah, you can't, like, those guys, like the suits who run that shit, like, expect. And
he's like, well, it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that way.
Look, and I wish.
Well, it is that way.
Like, you know, I wish I had $1 billion right in front of me right now, too. That'd be nice, too. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Joe.
That I was bringing up past years with him. Because that's so easy, that's so obvious that you can shut that down immediately. It's not in this year's show, Joe.
Well, you should have figured out if it was in the show or not.
That then.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, so he was right? What?
Did you see this year's show, Joe? Have you seen this year's show, Joe?
Yeah, it sounds like he's insulting you.
Tell me what you think of it. That's fine, but somebody needs to answer for the things that have happened in.
No, they don't. No, they don't. It doesn't. It's not the Holocaust, Joe. We don't need a Nuremberg for this. You know what I mean? What are we? Somebody has to answer for a game show is lowbrow. What? That it wasn't as intellectual or respectable as you would have liked? Who gives a fuck? Like, in all seriousness, who actually cares? Well, but the gamer's image. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, Joe. Like, the way there's a stereotype for a reason, right? Like, especially at that time. Like,
well, this guy's actually a fucking mongoloid, dude.
Years past. He knew this is not an environment to conduct an interview in. He knew to come up at the last freaking second and put an extreme time limit on me, to put me on my back foot. And in addition to that, instead of saying, you know what,
had there been a sit-down interview, he probably would have got demolished equally as badly.
Or worse. Worse.
This is the thing, is like and I've done this too, where you think that you're at like a higher level than somebody, and it turns out you're wrong. It turns out, like, if you underestimate somebody, it doesn't matter how retarded they are. If you underestimate somebody and you come in without a solid command of your facts and you get put on the back foot, it can happen to fucking anybody. And it has happened many times.
Yep, exactly.
Give you 2 minutes, but I'm going to give you a very focused 2 minutes. Look at the way he conducted himself. Constantly looking off, looking at the celebrities. Who gives a shit about it?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Imra High Shigoya. Yes, you remember that. That was an embarrassment. It was, because we came in way too hot. We completely underestimated that guy. And I will never, ever underestimate anybody like that ever again. You have to learn from that shit. You have to. Anyway, let's continue.
Dane Cook. Can you believe this guy? And after this interview, after being treated that way, I was in complete shock. You know, I tried to go in there diplomatic. I tried to be polite.
No, you didn't.
And that was the mistake right
you
there.
didn't.
Trying to be polite. I felt terrible. I was supposed to be the champion of the people. Go there, ask some hard questions, and get some solid answers to them.
I hate this champion of the fucking people.
You
Shut
really
the
think you're the champion
It's
of
a
the fucking
fucking
people?
game award.
But, like, you got to look at it from a different point of view, right? In Geoff Keighley's story, he thinks that he's the champion of the people too. He thinks that he's legitimizing the hobby of gaming and bringing it to a mainstream audience in a way that's presentable, to where older people are going to tune in, or people that aren't familiar with gaming, and go, oh, there might be something to this. Guillermo del Toro's here. All these celebrities that I know are here. It's a high production value event. Like, this isn't like a joke. This isn't like a circus. And Geoff looks at the way it was in 2002, probably as low rent, and goes, look at how far I've taken this. And then you look at how it is today, and he's taken it even further from there. Sure. But Rome isn't built in a day, and nothing has changed overnight. And Joe, who's a child that doesn't understand how the real world works, sees himself as a hero. Well, if I came in there, I would be able to change. No, you wouldn't. You have no idea what you're doing, or how to talk to people, how to convince executives and shareholders to go along with your vision, how to compromise with all of the people involved, how to coordinate the production team, the design team, how to book all of these guests in. This is not an easy thing to do. But these guys who are stone slackers sitting on their fucking couch, who've never built anything except fucking, I don't know, some fortress in Minecraft, are going to tell motherfuckers how they should run shit. Get a grip.
Make him answer for these things.
Make him answer.
And instead we get this. And I was really upset afterwards.
Oh.
I really was. And they rushed us to this press room with like this stand where people would stand after they got their awards. We can ask them questions. And I sat there and I was just marinating.
He was molding. That might be the sticker. Look at him there. He was marinating in the seethe. He was really just letting it sink in and simmer. Look at that. That's the definition of a seethe. And he's admitting it.
This is beyond a seethe, bro. This is like, I don't even know how to fucking like describe this.
Fuming. And I let it be known what happened. I was talking to all of the press members. What just went down?
You got felted? You openly told people you got felted like that? I would leave. I'd go, I'm going to my hotel.
Disrespect. And I would just pretend that this never happened.
I'm going to get drunk at the hotel. I'll delete the footage and we'll move on. You know what I mean?
They knew about the interview between me and Geoff. And I was like, man, I must look really bad. I must look really bad. Like, I let a lot of people down.
Yeah.
You did.
And then I took my camera and I was looking at the footage and I was like, I need to see this. I need to see what happened. And I was looking at the footage.
He was felted so hard he couldn't remember what happened, you know? Like, he was like out of his memory.
Like a rape victim. Like, he actually is like a victim of a sexual assault, you know? Oh my God.
He's like, what happened?
Is there a Spanish option for this one?
No, probably not.
Can you imagine if there really was?
Is there?
My God.
No. Yeah, voice boost. What's that? What does that do?
And then I really looked at it.
Oh, it's for people with hearing impairment. That's pretty cool, actually.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty cool.
They're adding so many
said to
features.
myself,
It's such a shame we're banned. Fucking Jared.
I know.
Bastard.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
One of these days.
We are rebuilding.
Wow. You could see this guy. You could see his attitude and the way he's treating me.
So, Eminent
Does he not
Demon,
realize?
it was hours ago. I scrolled back to try and find it. I have been hearing you. If you just write it again in chat,
Write
I'll
it
read
again, bud.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, write it again, bud.
Whatever you write next in chat, buddy, I'll shout it out for you. I feel bad, okay?
That I represent you guys? That I represent a bunch of core gamers that have serious concerns with the show?
It's thanks,
and this is how
Casino
he treats
Heart.
us?
But it's not like you actually have good faith concerns, right? Like in all honesty, you wanted to go in there to make a name for yourself, right?
Yep.
You wanted to gain clout and fame off of his name. Like, let's be real, man.
He thought I just some random guy off of YouTube or some blog who
You are,
nobody
though.
watches.
Well,
That he could just
kind
fly
of.
in here, treat like that, shut me up, and then send me back. Like I wouldn't put
That's
up the
what he
footage
did.
if he destroyed me in the interview. Here's the thing. After I reviewed the footage, he didn't destroy me in the interview.
No, but he did. But
my God.
But he did, Joe. But he did. This is a cope, Joe.
How old
This
was
is a real
Joe
strong
here?
cope, bro.
How old was Joe here?
I actually don't
He's probably
know.
very young,
Like-
right? Probably like, so he's, how old is he right now?
So he's 40. He's 41 now.
He
So
was
we take 16 years away from that. And he was what, 25 years old?
25?
41 subtract 16 equals 25.
Okay, perfect.
So
Yeah,
he
so
was
he was-
25 years old.
Listen, even when I was 25,
He
I
should
thought
have
I was the
known
shit.
better,
You know, I was
though.
like, oh, I know shit. Bro, it's like, Joe, you're dealing with like things that aren't.
That's the thing. Like,
You
he's
weren't
basically
experienced
like
enough.
straight out of college. Like,
Mhm.
I don't even know what sort of job history Joe had / has ever had, considering for like almost 20 years now, he's been doing exclusively this.
Yeah. Well, there are levels
I
to
don't
this,
know.
right? Like someone said in chat said, there are levels. Like, yeah, you're 25, your brain's fully developed, you went from college, but then there's a next level, and then there's a next level. There's certain things that he didn't understand where Geoff understands, and that's why he was
Yes.
felt it easily, like beyond easily.
It was like two juggernauts going against each other. And that's when
What? What a cope.
Yes.
You were not a juggernaut. You were not a titan. You looked really scared, really unprepared. You admitted to things that weren't true because you weren't confident in yourself. You dropped your microphone. You're looking at your notes. I'm sorry, but have you ever seen anybody respectable in an interview that's got notes up like this on a piece
Never.
of fucking paper like that?
Never.
It never happens.
That's a speech when you're a kid.
Tom said this, he's like, Joe, don't be down on yourself, man. Look at the way he's acting. You got him right where you want him. He knows who you are. He called you out here for a specific reason. He
To
was
humiliate
ready for you.
He succeeded. Yes.
And this
It's
is how he
true.
treats you, and he comes out looking like a complete douchebag.
No, he doesn't. though.
What?
Like,
Make a show. Let's go.
most listen,
What is he talking
if you
about?
showed this to anybody who wasn't an Angry Joe fan, they're gonna admit that he was humiliated and embarrassed. Like, if you just show this to somebody who doesn't even know anything about video games, like to your ma or your dad, they're not gonna side with Joe. They're gonna be like, who's this clown? He got completely big leagued and embarrassed. Like, that's just the way it is.
He was big leagued.
He is the executive producer for the VGAs. You have a lot of questions.
Is he replaying his failure?
Well, yeah, he's replaying it where he's like adding to Geoff's status, saying how the big deal Geoff is. And then in that moment, Geoff is like demoting and degrading Joe and just like looking over to the red carpet, just completely dismissing him while Joe sucks his balls. Like, it's just such a power move. Like, he's just got completely alphaed.
This is brutal.
Questions to answer for it. Now, I hope that is improvement. That's improvement.
But what you should
Moving
say
along.
is like,
Basically-
how can
moving along.
you're moving along? Like, you know, Joe should have just walked away. Like, if Geoff turns your back, you just either walk away or be like, hey, you're disrespecting me and my audience's time. Okay. You may not think that I'm anybody. I'm just a small-time YouTuber, but my audience buys video games too, and you're disrespecting them in their time. So are you going to answer my questions or not? Like,
That's
that's
rape
just
right
on
there.
the spot
Yeah.
right away, like how you can put him on the back foot. So you're not concerned about any of the consumers that I represent who watch my program. You're not concerned about their questions, right? It's exactly what we're saying. You big shots in corporate, you're out of touch with the common person. You don't care about our concerns, to where when you get an opportunity to speak with the grassroots, and this is the future, you may not realize it now, but YouTube is going to be the future, Geoff.
Jeez.
And you're disrespecting me and my audience like this.
If you were angry Joe, bro, if you were angry Joe, you would have raped Geoff with that speech.
Maybe not, because I don't even know, like, but it's at least something. It's at least something.
Look, it might not impress Geoff. He might try to felch you still. However, your audience, and I think the general audience, would be like, that was respectable. Yeah, no, he's right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, maybe
like,
he's not a big shot,
a position of strength. Even if you are, like, you have to almost have a delusional belief in yourself in situations like this.
Yeah.
You can't be shook. You can't be frightened. You have to meet the moment. And he didn't meet the moment because he was intimidated by the lights, by the glitz, by the glamour, by being in a room like that. And you're at the red carpet and all this. And it's tough. You know, it's tough, especially when it's somebody like, you know, I grew up watching Mr. Medicare. And then one day I'm just going to debate Mr. Medicare. Like, how the fuck do you know what I mean? Like, you feel like shook by that in a way, but you have to have like a delusional belief in yourself in a way that's like, well, no, I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm going to meet this moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, I didn't win on that day, but I learned a lot from that.
Hey, man. I mean, you tried, right? That's all you can fucking do. So.
What? Geoff.
The independent game, which is not what it is this year. You're telling me MMO should
What's
be
the
nominated
thing?
for
You
Game of the
could
Year.
just
You can't
argue
name
what you
the MMOs.
actually believe instead of trying to do gotchas on a guy. Like, you could just be like, this is out of touch. It's sold out to corporations. Fuck you. And just like, don't buy into his bullshit. But Geoff just completely dominated the frame and raped him.
Like,
definitely a big rapening.
You don't know who's voting on the awards when it's public. So I mean, come on, man. You have these rants.
Look,
but they're
they're not thinly veiled, okay? Basically,
I was livid after the interview. I went up to the lady in charge of the press room and I said, can we get Geoff back here? He wasn't planning on coming back here. He's there because I asked that lady to go and grab him. She said, yeah, sure. He wasn't planning on coming here. Yeah, we can get Geoff. And she goes off and she gets Geoff.
By the way, that lady, whoever that was fired that night. That lady who grabbed the Geoff and brought him to Joe was fired immediately right after that situation.
Big awards still to come.
Oh, this is an amazing segment. I love this shit, man. Like, honestly,
I enjoy this a lot. You know, I've wanted to do this video breakdown.
Like,
we'll go back.
We'll do other stuff too like this, man, because like honestly, there's so much good shit out there. Look, I love doing Jer and DSP and lolcows and all that stuff, but I also like moments like this that you could fucking break apart and sort of like experience. Like, I like that shit, you know what I mean? And I think the audience really likes it too. It's cozy,
Sure, yeah, there's an
it's funny.
advisory board that selects the nominees and also the winners, so it's all the top gaming publications.
Yeah, we should honestly do fucking Lindsay Ellis, no? One day?
Yeah, we'll do some stuff with Lindsay at some point. We did it in like, I think, the early days of the show.
Yes, we
some
did.
Lindsay Ellis
Yes, we
content.
did. Yeah. Oh,
the
shit.
way we got faciled for 10,000 kicks. So does anyone think that other Joe is going to snap one day after having to wear one too many dresses for gaming skits and hearing AJ yell loudly into his ear?
I'm telling you, Alex, I can tell in my mind, Alex hates Joe. Like, Alex is really a mature guy compared to Joe, and you could tell when Joe like yells over him, it's just like.
Well, you can tell that Alex wants to be the main character
Yeah.
right? And he has main character energy, whereas other Joe is only going to be like a second banana. Like that's just the reality. Like other Joe is not going to ever have his own channel or whereas Alex could.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Alex is trading that autonomy for the safety of continuing to be Joe's employee. So he can't really bitch when Joe calls the shots or talk over him because Alex knows right well that if he was to probably start a channel today, it would not get the traction necessary for him to survive off of for a living. Yeah. So that's why he answers to Joe. And if he really believed in himself and believed he is better than Joe, then he would start his own enterprise and work for himself. But he doesn't believe in himself enough, so he has to be Joe's bitch.
Yeah, and I actually believe, I'm going to be real, when I do watch the reviews, which is not often, but the news, whatever, the reviews, Alex's take is usually like, not always right, but like the best take. Like he always has like a reason why he's like, whereas like Joe, Angry Joe feels like it's like random. It's like roulette with his take. You're like, what? Whereas Alex has like a train of thought.
Honestly, though, in my mind and in my heart, though, I'm there for Angry Joe. And I'm there for Angry Joe's opinion. And I don't really give a fuck about his two dumb sidekicks that never built anything on their own and are just purely parasiting off of what Joe has built. Like, I really don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care.
Fair enough, actually. Yeah, but I like Alex. I think he's the best one.
Mainstream publications like USA Today and Entertainment Weekly onto gaming publications like IGN, Game Trailers, GameSpot, Game Informer, all the big magazines. So everyone plays the games in advance of their release because the show's in December. We want to make sure that everyone has fully played through the games before they vote.
We have just like a boilerplate, very corporate press conference here where it's just like, let's get the questions in, let's get the answers in, let's get there. But Joe's going to come in Kate flying, trying to felt Geoff.
No way. I don't remember this. And Vaseline, thank you for that massive fucking drop there, man. Thank you everyone for being here. We really appreciate it. At 5 a.m?
How did the time go?
Because I'll say this. We're ending the show with a thing that we really like compared to DSP. Yeah. We're like, just get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I want to get out of here. You know what I mean?
All these games, I think by the time the nominees are announced in November. So the next act, we announce Blinks. You didn't know about that one, right? Okay.
There we go.
Yes, Angry Joe.
Have you ever considered
the way he said it? Yes, Angry Joe.
Yes, Angry Joe. Go ahead. Yes, he's calling upon the special needs kid in class. Okay, go ahead, little Jimmy. Okay. What do you got? Have you ever considered a live bout between the best fighting game players on the big stage instead of bands like My Chemical Romance? Okay.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Bout between like the best fighting game players in the world, like in an upcoming fighting game.
But this
like
question is so easy to answer, right? You go, absolutely, that'd be a great thing to have one of these days at our event. Next question.
Because he adds the My Chemical Romance to be a little bit of like an asshole about it, right? To like rub it in, like, you know.
Instead of maybe one of the more musical talents that don't really have a whole lot to do with gaming, like My Chemical Romance.
Actually, those guys are big gamers. And they have songs.
Oh no! The second best way to answer that.
By the way, don't attack his partners, the people that he's working with. He's obviously going to defend them and his decision to bring them aboard. Like, I don't know.
Why is he being so rude?
In a lot of games. I mean, they're in Guitar Hero, Rock Band.
No! They're in Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Joe didn't think of that.
The opening song, which Planetary Go, is in Gran Turismo 5. So that's why we had them here, because there's that real.
Oh my God! They played the Gran Turismo opening song.
He's just so prepared and just off the cuff, just demolished it. You know,
that's embarrassing as fuck. Dude, that's really bad for Joe.
Linked to gaming, so...
What about the bout, though? Do you think that might be a good idea?
Have a ballot? What do you mean?
A bout between the...
Oh, a bout. Okay. Great suggestion. We'll look into it.
No! exactly. Great idea. Yeah, sure.
Great suggestion.
Oh, yeah, that's how I would have handled it off the top. But he actually destroyed him like twofold.
Oh, they
Just
did the opening
completely-
song for Gran Turismo. They play games. They're
I
a
love
Guitar
he
Hero and Rock
pretended
Band.
though like he didn't even know what he said. Ballot? What he heard it as bout. It's like
It's actually fucked, dude.
Anything else, guys? That's all we got.
I did notice.
Oh no, Joe. You're not gonna try again, are you? I'm
he just
embarrassed.
can't give up.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
By the way,
call
like
it
everybody
raped
else gets
Roger.
one question.
Okay.
Everybody else gets one question, Joe. Like you're doing 3 questions with multiple follow-ups. Like nobody knows who you are.
Someone called him raped Rodriguez.
Oh, he is a raped Rodriguez at this point.
And,
You asked me this on the red carpet.
I
It
know,
hasn't
but do you
changed.
think that you're going to correct it next year, or
Oh my, I'm embarrassed. I actually got secondhand embarrassment.
for example, like a
Even
fighting
Geoff
game
is
missing
looking
this
at
year's
him like, okay, like
Like,
this
bro,
is
it's like-
embarrassing for you, man.
Like, do you want to fight? Like, is this what you want, Joe? You want to get raped today, buddy?
when you have 4 categories for music games: best soundtrack, best music game, best original score.
No, best original
you
score is
don't
not for music game. Red Dead's not a music game. You have best original song. Far Away is not a music game. We have a
Oh my! Did Joey? Oh, I can't.
Like
even-
Joe just didn't know what he's talking about,
That's
man.
fucking brutal.
But this is the thing though, is Joe came in thinking he knew this guy's award show better than the guy running the award show, right? Like you have to be really prepared because this guy has probably been focusing on every aspect of this show for the last 6 months. And if he really didn't give a shit about anything going on at the event and was checked out, he wouldn't be able to just on the fly be like, no, well, Red Dead was nominated for best musical score. Like, obviously the guy is very involved with his show.
I can't believe, by the way, this is not like a hate video documentary against Angry Joe, and it's an Angry Joe released video.
This
like,
is
it's
Joe's
crazy.
version of events. And, I tried to buy into this when I was 13. And
I bet.
be like,
Yeah, because you're a fan.
well, he was an asshole and fuck corporate suits, and I like watched Michael Moore
I'm gonna be real.
documentaries.
I can barely remember
believed
it,
them.
but I remember being like on Joe's side because I was a fan, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one music game category. We have the best PC game category too.
But you're
best
like young
soundtrack
and you don't really.
category seems like the best music game category.
Yeah,
It seems
like
the
at this
same
point
thing.
in
So
time,
I mean,
like Colbert Report in like Daily Show or some of my favorite shows, right? So, you know what I mean?
That's
Like
crazy. To
the way
admit.
that this stuff, but this is the thing is like, this is like shortly after Bush was president, like everybody like had this idea that like Obama's in now and liberalism is going to save everybody. And, this is gauche and this is like chauvinistic the way the Game Awards are and da 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 da.
Well,
I mean,
Colbert,
did we when you were 13 and
Well,
in Canada, maybe you
Colbert-
did,
Colbert, he was good because his character you agreed with, even though he was like a parody. You're like, yeah, this guy's totally right
He
about
was-
all this shit.
Actually, to be honest, like some of his bits from back then do still hold up. Whereas Jon Stewart, like I don't really have a lot of respect for the interview that he did with Tucker Carlson and the weaselly way that he conducts himself when he's a comedian when it's convenient, and he's also a serious political commentator when it's convenient. And I just found that slimy and weaselly looking back. But like the Colbert parody character, I think that Colbert is really good when he's given a role to play, but when he's meant to play himself,
Terrible.
he sucks.
He's the worst.
He does not know what to do. And he eventually, like, if you watch like those early Colbert late shows, they're really bad, even worse than like the Trump hate, because at least with the Trump hate, he had something
to work with.
Before that, he literally had nothing at all. And it just really exposed him. But there's certain performers that are good in certain spots or roles and aren't good in other roles. And the Late Show, he was just not meant for at all.
Yeah, definitely. That's why it's being canceled right now.
Best use of song. There's also another category, best use of song in the game. I'm just thinking maybe these could be cut down and you could do a fighting game or a PC game.
You know what? Yeah, maybe he could do anything. Maybe he could have a million categories with every game involved and every game wins a trophy. But yes, I hate that, by the way. When something's done, right? And then some guys, what about this? What about this? What about this? It's like, yeah, all those might be cool, but it didn't happen. We're here now. Some things you can't change.
We do have a best PC game category. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but I'd
Felted.
go check out the website. All right.
By the way, I'll just make one point about this liberal stuff quickly before I move on. I was liberal in the same sense that like a fish in the ocean doesn't know that they're in water. You see, I had no idea that I was liberal. I just thought that that's what all reasonable, intelligent people would believe. And because that's how the culture was. It's like, this is what reasonable, intelligent people believe.
Same.
And these other people are ignorant fucking dinosaurs, and we've progressed. And that's just, and I think that's how most people are, like in this current civilization or society. They don't even think that they're liberal or anything like that. They just think that this is the way that it should be because it's what they've learned from the culture, and they haven't really been exposed to the other side at all.
Yeah, that's true. Also, back then, to conservatives, a lot of them were really like up their own ass and a little bit too strict.
Oh yeah,
and it's sort of, but now it's like reversed.
Well, but like all the politics was always gay and always fucking retarded.
It was always boring and like slightly,
and it was super boring, and it was only like a hobby for like old people and like people that fancied themselves as intellectuals. It wasn't something that the everyday person on the street had like a really strong opinion about, or at least you weren't expected to know and have a strong opinion. Ever since Trump made politics into like entertainment for the average person and everybody has a voice on social media, like things have changed big time, or at least that's just my perception of it.
Right.
I could be wrong,
you're 100% right. Like, honestly, man, like, the whole 2016 era, especially online, and everyone was all that shit. Yeah, it's changed a lot. When I was younger, politics was like, turn this shit off. I don't give a fuck.
Woo! Anything else, guys?
Yo, G, check this out, man. Like, I know, real talk, I was talking with ElevenLabs, right? And I mentioned that, I heard that in Uncharted 3, there may be a fourth.
I wanted to come at him hard. I wanted to say, Geoff, hey, in our interview back there, yeah, Final Fantasy came out this year, buddy.
Why didn't you?
But no, I didn't want to do that. I was still wanting to be polite and ask questions.
Polite? You were still being rude as fuck. You may as well have gone all the way.
Yeah, you were being rude. Like, you should have said, hey, earlier on camera, you lied to me and said that the game didn't come out. But it did come out this year. Do you want to correct the record on that? But even then, like, it's like, okay.
Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Oh, no, I didn't know. I asked you. He'd go, I asked you.
That's the thing. He probably would have been so slick that he would have said, well, I asked you and you said no. You didn't know? Well, then why should I have known?
Yeah, exactly.
So I asked him about PC gaming again. And Tons of Fun made a great point. Chris Tons of Fun was my cameraman. He made a great point. He said, as a PC gamer, I feel completely left out of the VGAs. And so I was pressing on that point. I was like, where are the PC games? I said, where is the PC category when I meant to say, where is the MMO category?
But
there was a PC category, and in the MMO category, there's one game. FF14, like,
fuck about MMOs in 2014, like, it wasn't a big
check
year
the website, Joe. Check the website.
You should have checked the website before
Well,
going, for real, actually. Like,
if you couldn't even check the website
why should he answer
before
you?
pressing the, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, actually, what the fuck is going on here with Joe? Is he okay? You know what's funny? It's like, we see this, like, Joe's always
Sorry, I
been
said
like
2014.
this.
It was 2010. Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
But yeah, like, Joe was always the exact same way, but because he was like the angry gamer, it was like cool. Now I'm like,
By
was
the way,
he
we got
ever
nailed
cool?
to the felt for a sub, and Nut 9002 says, I'm
Let's
probably one
go.
of your younger viewers. I watched Andy in middle school, and it's crazy to see where you ended up. I love the show and these niche segments.
Oh,
Well, that's
thank
big.
you.
We appreciate that.
I really
That probably makes Andy feel old as fuck, though.
Nah,
But
I don't
it's
give
the
a
same
fuck.
thing where, like, I watched Joe in middle school, but to your point where you're asking, like, was this guy ever cool?
Yeah.
I don't really think he was ever actually cool. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like it seems like he was always just a bit of a fucking douche a little bit, you know?
yeah.
It's freely
One of
available
those,
and widely known.
videos. I don't know if it's called like Mr. Vargas Goes to Washington. We watched this on the show where all of the Channel Awesome people like Angry Joe and Lindsay Ellis and Doug Walker went to Washington to petition their representatives in Congress. And that video makes me cringe so deep inside because they actually thought that they were important enough to change like their congressman's opinion and that they were going to grandstand on SOPA and PIPA and all this fucking shit.
Mhm.
It was really embarrassing stuff. It really was.
Oh, I remember that. We watched that
We got
on the show last year.
There for 500 kicks says Joe was never cool. He was like Phil and on the ground floor at the right time. But unlike Phil, Joe actually did adapt to the times somewhat. He kept up with the production value. He kept putting out the reviews. He was consistent. And he didn't have like the scandals and massive personal life blow-ups. Like Joe never overshared about his personal life.
True.
And that's one of the biggest things as a creator is when you start bringing your personal life into shit and making like, you know, people from your personal life characters in your shit, it starts to become a problem. And that's why he's having problems now with the politics. He really should just shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about Angry Joe's politics. No one's watching Joe for their politics. You know, that's not what people are there for, right?
I mean, some of his videos, I'm not going to like lie. Some of his videos are really good. Again, the Fable 3 video is literally like, I think the perfect video criticizing a game ever.
Okay,
The website.
yeah,
Do
Eminent
your-
Demons asking about Phil trying to roast low tier God about being a groomer when he was also a groomer. Yeah, like I just don't know if Phil should open that can of worms. Do I think that Phil is an out and out pedophile?
Yes.
No,
Oh,
but I do think
I'm just
I
kidding.
do think that relationship with
I
Panda
was kidding.
was fucked, and he does qualify as a groomer because he was like 28 years old messing around with a 17, 18-year-old. Like, it's not really normal, Phil.
Listen.
Research. And you know what's funny about that? He's like, you know, you should know that, do your research. But nobody knows that. One of the other people in the press room actually asked the question about who selects the games and what are their qualifications. The very same question that I asked in my interview. Because nobody knows that.
We do have a best PC game.
He may as well be doing this video crying with tears. Shouldn't you know what I mean? Like
he is.
because he's talking like this. He didn't even know that. God, so
Category. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but
why did he upload this? I don't know. Why did you ban me, Andy? Like this is actually fucking insane.
All right, take care.
Well, I guess because he thought, like, his only other option was to be like, yeah, they wouldn't let me in, or yeah, they wouldn't. But then if Geoff called him on it and was like, well, we did do an interview and you filmed it, like, maybe Joe's only out was to say, oh my God, the SD card was corrupted.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
And I
exactly.
lost the footage.
Yep.
Woo! Anything else, guys?
Oh, is that right? Go to the website. Okay. Well, I guess the website will explain why there's no fighting game category, why there's no...
Listen,
And I think that's true too, McSwoley Bulkin. Joe thought he could control the narrative. he thought if he framed it with this 26-minute cope video that he could control how people perceived it, but he really couldn't. I wonder what the comments do look like on this video, particularly the comments from when it was first released. I am interested. Let's finish this.
I think
What were you saying?
he should have asked like this. He should have been like this. Hey, so will there be a fighting game category or an MMO category in the future, Geoff? Geoff would have answered you, but like, yeah, we're actually going to start adding more categories and da-da-da. We're still building up the show, and like, why aren't there any fighting game categories? Like, whoa, buddy, relax.
MMOs, and why there's a serious bias towards console games.
We are on the front page. Flake just opened up Kick, and we are literally expanded on Kick on front page, giant screen. Thanks, Kick.
He's talking about best fighting games, right? It's like, Joe, there's like 3 or 4 fighting game franchises that dominate. What other fighting games? And like they release every few years. Like, you want there to be a fighting game category every single year? For what? Like, maybe. I don't know.
Great
maybe,
point.
Like
the Street Fighter, what is it, 6?
Yeah.
It's been like, what,
but maybe
10 years?
I'll just be honest about it and come down to brass tacks. Like, maybe if there was a new Street Fighter game that year, Capcom would have paid to have that category made, right?
Yeah.
In order to promote their game. Like, that's how this shit works. Like, it's all greasy insider bullshit anyway. Like,
I'm sure the website lists that out in plain English. I want a real interview with you, Geoff.
Or
well, you never did. Well, what did you think? So I'm gonna my army, because he thinks he has a whole army, and it's like
angry army.
Really,
They're all mad. They're all mad, Ash.
Thank God he agreed to the email questions. I'm gonna contact him.
The email question.
And we're going to get some of these serious concerns.
He's acting like he's talking like to someone about like America giving money to Israel or something. You know what I mean?
Or like something that actually like matters, like a war or something. You know what I mean? Thousands of people are dying, and there's a genocide in God or something like this, right?
Yeah.
But he's holding up this piece of paper, and like, I don't even know, like, is there actually anything on the piece of paper? Like, it doesn't, like, it looks kind of like it's blank. Like, I see, it's just the quality of the video.
Yeah. It's, bro, it's
but
a
he's
video
got like
game
a dozen but he's got a dozen pages of printer paper in his hand. Must Mr. Keighley respond to each one of them? Why?
Yeah.
You can tell how annoyed he is. You can tell I got to him. You can tell that I have got to him. Maybe he doesn't like being asked hard questions. He thinks it's reflecting badly on everything he's created here.
It's like, Joe, like, if I came and started pressing you with all sorts of hard questions about your life's work, would you like it?
Yeah.
No. Nobody likes that, Joe. It's like, well, he should be a better person and let me hold him to account. And
here's how you say it, Ash. Hey, Joe, where are the angry reviews? Why are they all like these slop fucking Twitch stream?
Why is the audio fucking garbage half the time? And like,
why is the green screen not fixed, Joe? Tell me.
Why are the skits such unfunny dog shit? And why haven't you listened to your fans for the last 10 years who've told you it's their least favorite part of the video?
Right?
Oh, because you have pretensions that you're an actual sketch comedian is why. And like, you're doing Saturday Night Live instead of just giving video game reviews for fucking man children, bud.
You're posting 9 videos a day, Joe, a week, Joe, and 8 of them are trash. Why are you putting out fucking quantity over quality? Is it because you want the money? Are you greedy, Joe? Like, it's you can do it to anybody.
You have 3 different opinions on Superman, Joe, which is your actual review score for Superman, Joe?
You can't ask me that. It's like, okay, well.
But it's like, does he submit himself to the public forum to be examined and prosecuted rather like this? Like, no, he doesn't.
Buddy.
He's used to softball questions like, whoa, that was an awesome game announcement. Let's talk more about that game announcement.
If he really was just always getting softballs and smoke blown up his ass, how was he able to dismantle you so effortlessly? Right? Obviously, he can handle hard-hitting questions because he destroyed your questions because they were crap.
And by the way, he took your question in front of the public after your fucking trying to felt him interview. He said, yes, Angry Joe. And he responded all your questions and felted you.
No, let's talk more about the show, the integrity of the show. Neil Patrick Harris winning the best voice actor?
So what would the handsome Jack from Borderlands? Was that it? I think I remember that actually.
I think who is it? Who is it supposed to be?
What year was this?
We're actually complaining. It was 2010.
2010.
We're actually complaining about who won voice actor. Like it matters.
Voice actor.
Like anybody's gonna remember this.
Okay. The nominees in 2010 were. Neil Patrick. I don't even see that. Are you sure it's 2010?
For voice actor? Was it 2009 then?
Maybe 2009. 2009.
VGA's 2009.
No, it did not exist at that time. 11?
Well, no, it was the Spike Video Game Awards then.
Where's
let me see
Patrick
here.
Harris
Best voice actor. So Troy Baker won in 2009.
Okay, Troy Baker, yeah. Hey,
Right.
2010, you're right. Best performance by a human male. Okay.
So
who else was in this nominees?
fuck?
Who else was on the nominees? It's pretty hard to. It's weird.
yeah, it's weird the way that this is structured. I'm just on Wikipedia. This is like a sidetrack here. Best performance by a human male. Neil Patrick Harris as Peter Parker in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Maybe he shouldn't have got it, but the competition is Daniel Craig as James Bond, Gary Oldman as Sergeant Reznov in Black Ops, John Cleese as Jasper in Fable 3, Martin Sheen as the Elusive Man in Mass Effect 2, Nathan Fillion as Sergeant Edward Buck from Halo Reach, Rob Weathoff as John Marston, and Sam Worthington as Alex Mason, Call of Duty Black Ops. Like, maybe you give it to the voice actor for John Marston, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
But it's like, I just don't actually care, like, to get offended about this. Like,
maybe Neil Patrick was good at Spider-Man. I don't know. Probably not, but who cares? John Marston should have won, I guess. But
like, I hate Neil Patrick Harris.
I hope
to be
he
honest.
dies tomorrow. I don't give a fuck.
I don't want to defend him, but like, to pick that out, why? Why are you so offended about that?
And why can't he win? It has to be what you picked.
Like, is it betrayal?
Nathan Fillion, who is a badass and God bless him, has 3 lines, maybe all of 2 lines.
Angry Joe hates gay people. That's where this is
comes
going.
Down to. He's a homophobe, buddy.
And Halo Reach, and he's nominated? And a bunch of useless categories, like 4 or 5 music categories that pretty much cover the same thing, that you can cut one off and put MMO gaming in there. MMO gaming is a huge market.
Why don't you do your own game award?
Okay, I'm just looking, right? Okay, let me see here. What music awards are there? So just scanning quickly, there's best music game, there's best soundtrack, there's best song, and there's best original score. So there's 4 categories for music, but those are all distinct categories. Like, especially back then, like with music games, it was like Rock Band, DJ Hero, Dance Central, right? Guitar Hero, like there was music games were a big thing back in 2010. This was like towards the tail end of their relevance, maybe even the peak of their relevance as a genre, right? So that's why they had best music game. But, like best song in a game, like that does deserve to be its own category. Like, and best original score also deserves its own category. Now, I don't know, like best soundtrack and best music game kind of did become superfluous because as I look at it, a lot of the nominees did cross over, but that's really only 2 of the 4 categories. Like they did deserve to exist on there. Like this is such a nitpick thing, by the way. It's not like a no-brainer that you remove this. Like the Academy Awards, Joe, has best original score. It has best original song. Okay. The Golden Globes, I think, has comedy or musical as a category, right? Like, I don't know. Joe's just a dumbass, man. Like,
it's insane.
Hell, Felicia Day even agrees with me. If you haven't seen my interview with Felicia Day, you need to go and check it out. She pretty much
like, does he have a problem? Like, as I just think about it, like the Academy Awards also has best sound editing and best sound mixing. And Joe would tell you by his logic, those are the same thing. Well, tell that to those fucking masters of that craft because it's not the same fucking thing. And I think there's best sound as well. Like, oh my God. I don't even know. Like, he's just really dumb. He's just really dumb.
Thing I'm saying. Felicia Day knows what she's talking about. If you don't believe me, Geoff, or take me serious, take Felicia Day's word for it. Show it.
Felicia Day.
I agree. I think there should be an MMO category. I mean, I guess there's an RPG category, but it's really different. I mean, a single-player RPG is completely different from an MMO, and I think there are a lot of unrecognized games that are out there. Like, it's the same thing though with like voice acting. Like, they tend to nominate only people who people recognize. I mean, I'm probably the least recognizable of the category, but there's some amazing actors who you just wouldn't recognize their face, but their voice is in all the games, and they should be recognized.
I don't even think she knows she's there.
Just as much as people who are
I'm just
more
kidding,
faces.
by the way.
You see, Geoff, I don't hate you, dude. I don't want to disrespect you in your own house. All I want to do is make the VGAs better. But other than that, other than the fact of feeling really down and disappointed, like I didn't represent you guys in the best way possible, other than that, I recovered. I tried to do my best.
I recovered like he was crying the whole time.
This is cold, man. Bro, this was a bad look, Joe. Really bad, man.
Honestly, this should have ruined him, dude.
I got a few celebrities. I was in the very last spot,
right?
So a lot of celebrities.
I mean, it did in the sense that he was never going to be invited to these circles and taken seriously in these circles, right? But ultimately, it was kind of a dinosaur anyway. And that's like, Joe should have had the confidence, but it's hard at the time to foresee how big Twitch would become, how big YouTube would become, that game streamers and YouTubers would actually become the real authoritative voice in gaming news, and nobody would listen to Kotaku or IGN anymore. Like, it's hard to have envisioned that. But ultimately, in the end, he kind of did win because those institutions are more and more irrelevant. But it really comes down to what he wanted. Did he ever want to be in that club? And I kind of think he did, and did fancy himself like a serious journalist. And he does feel burned that he didn't get that opportunity. But ultimately, he shouldn't, because he still got to make millions of dollars and have G Fuel sponsorships and stuff like that. So he still did good. Honestly, he exceeded all expectations of what he should have done. Had he started in 2025, he would be fucked. But he was lucky he was in on the ground floor, and he had a lot of opportunities to network with Doug and other people.
Celebrities were tired by the time they got to me, but I got as many as I can, and I've got footage of all of those. That's coming up next. I got some really cool stuff from the celebrities, and to be honest, I'm glad I went. I need to go. I need to be your voice on the floor. So if you have anything that I didn't notice, because to be honest, I didn't see the whole show because I was running around trying to get Geoff back, seeing if.
So he couldn't even enjoy his time there.
Let it go.
He was trying to get Joe back. What a loser. It's like, you missed everything.
Like,
you missed other opportunities, by the way, of meeting like other like game company developers or voice actors, or just to pester fucking Geoff Keighley, who, by the way, obviously did not even want to give him the time of day. Joe is retarded.
If I can get an actual sit-down interview, I was doing a lot of different things. I caught a lot of things on the show, but I have yet to see exactly everything. I'm gonna watch it on the DVR.
You know what he's acting like? He's acting like a food safety inspector who's like coming in with the okay, let me fix up the place here. Why is that there? It's like, bro, you don't run the place.
And I might come back with my opinions on it, or I might write
He's OSHA. Joe is OSHA.
Tutorial on blisteredthumbs.net about my thoughts on the VGAs. I want to know your thoughts.
I wonder why Blistered Thumbs failed, Joe. Could it have been this?
Maybe it was because it was .net and .com.
Yeah. Well, who's going to give a credential to these group of bozos? Like that Joe is like pressing Geoff and getting embarrassed. Spoonie's on the floor of E3 screaming about betrayal and stuff like this. Like
on how I conducted myself. If you were disappointed in the way that I handled it, I tried to do the best I could with the limited amount of time. I felt like maybe, being your champion, that I could have done better, and I'm gonna be more prepared.
Your champion? What are you, Jesus?
You're a chump. Like, stop it.
Bro,
that's crazy.
Next time for this, but also on the same token, how did you think about the situation that I was put in and how Geoff conducted himself?
He acts like he was a victim in Hostel.
Trump really said it best after his debate with Kamala Harris. Whoever calls for a rematch lost. Right? You know what I mean? Joe's demanding to do it again. If he was so happy with his performance, why is he asking for it to be done again? He obviously lost.